Ready?
Ready. All right. Do I let you introduce?
Oh, sure. Are we going?
Let's go. Yeah. Change screen.
Yeah. Anna and I are going to go through some really deep code stuff. And the idea with this series that we're going to try and do regularly now, uh, it isn't to, teach. It isn't to, we already know, but to work on the framework together and figure it out together. That's the point. So don't expect that we'll solve all of the problems. We're going to fumble as we go along. We're going to make mistakes. But you guys can help us in the process. So that's the idea with the series, so that you guys get an idea of what it's like contributing within Redwood, especially on some of the deeper features. And hopefully you learn one or two things out of it at the end. Yeah, that's
All right.
more or less it.
Do you have the YouTube comment? Because I don't.
Yeah, I'm watching the YouTube comments. I don't think there's anybody on here.
All right. Maybe they will.
Maybe later.
Let's
We'll
start.
see.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be that people just,
Come and go.
they watch it later. Yeah, come
Yeah.
and go, watch it.
All right. Where do you want to start? With a GitHub issue? Maybe the one you showed
So
me.
I think let's start with Gitpod, the one the link I sent you. So if you open Gitpod, and we'll open a typical
Oh yeah.
service, and let's start with that.
All right. I'm doing the pre-build.
Oh, there's a little delay, right?
Yeah, it's a delay. And I'm
Yeah.
pushing the internet at its maximum, I guess. I don't manage my internet, so I don't know why I have.
That's okay. Well, you know what? What we could do is maybe just we open it in VS Code, and
Yeah.
then that. Yeah. So if you, I'll follow you. Basically, if you open a uh, a blank file in VS Code,
A blank file.
uh,
Uh,
yeah. And what I'm going to do is try and explain where these types are used, right? So
do you can you join me on a blank file? Oh yeah, you can.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. Okay. So just give me a sec. I'm just gonna copy over a service.
Otherwise, the Gitpod just build up if you want to go on Gitpod. Otherwise, it's
Uh,
for you.
that's okay. We'll go to Gitpod in a second. Leave
All
it
right.
there. Yeah. So let's start with a service. So I'm gonna copy like the post service that we generate in our test project generator, and then I'll try and walk you through what exactly we are generating. Right. So this should come through on your screen now.
Yeah.
Um, so when you generate a service, this is basically what you get, right?
Yeah.
Um, and in this case, we generated a post service where we have a post model in the Prisma schema, right?
Yeah.
But
Exactly
notice
like the
each,
tutorial.
exactly, yeah. So um, each of these service functions are actually GraphQL resolvers, right? Um, So when you make a GraphQL query to get posts or create post, this is the service function that gets run. But the types here, notice here that query resolvers for posts, this comes from the generated types in GraphQL. So what we're going to do today is write some tests for these types here. So we're actually going to write a test for a type underneath it. So just to show you an example of the types that we have. So let me copy over. So now I'm just gonna open another file. I don't know if it's opened a new file for you as well.
No, I don't. Maybe if you click on the focus. Let's focus on my file.
Oh, okay. Maybe do another file.
Another one? All right.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm just going to paste in the types that get generated. And notice here that there's a type merge Prisma with SEL types.
At the bottom?
Right at the top.
Right at the top. Okay, correct.
Yeah. So I'm gonna focus you here.
Yeah, the focus. Keep me on the bottom. I don't know why. So wait, which one? Which type?
This merge Prisma with SDL types, but let's try and find the query resolvers type now as well. So inside the query resolvers type, we saw posts a second ago. It's nested very heavily, but eventually what you're going to get to is that the resolver types, I'm going to try and find the resolver types now. Eventually, inside the resolver type, what you get is this merge Prisma with SDL types, and it gets a few parameters. And what this does is essentially, it will take your Prisma type, which is automatically generated by Prisma.
Mm-hmm.
It will take your SDL type that you defined in the SDL file and squish them together, right?
Makes sense.
It's a little bit more complicated than that. That's the gist of what it's doing. So I know it works, generally speaking, but what I want to do today is add some, once we get to the types, it's fairly complicated. And the only way right now that we know it works is by just trying.
Yeah.
So that's probably an idea.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still.
Perfect.
Sorry, folks. We had some internet issues. I don't know if we're streaming or not, though.
We're back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can't type in the chat. So hello, everyone typing on the chat. Sorry, I can't reply to you. I don't know why, but it's the first proper stream we're doing, so expect issues like this. Package on Redwood, source, and then types. And inside there, you'll see this uber complicated type, which essentially I've broken down into smaller parts to make it more reasonable. But in order to compose this type, in order to create this type, what we need to do is process each of the Prisma types and each of the SDL types and then massage them together. But it takes an SDL type and it takes a list of all of the Prisma models that are mapped into STLs. So these are the three things it takes. And at the end of it, what we can do is we can test that the type is how we expect it to be, right?
Yeah.
Um,
On the folder? On the
the
API?
GitHub page.
Oh, the get page. Yeah, the issue.
Yeah, because I forgot how to set it up.
Yeah. Um, which one you talk about? Do you want to send me the link? Runner TSD.
Yeah. So this is the library that we're going to be using. So we've already configured it once, right, Simone, in another package. But I guess what we need to do now is configure it in the API package.
Exactly, because the last one is on the router, right? Package.
Yeah, on the router. Yeah.
Do you want to go? Sorry again for the internet issue.
Internet issues.
Yeah. So just before I said if you want to go directly on the router test runner.
Yeah, it's breaking up a little bit. So.
Yeah, it should be up, but the latency should be up in 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, so what I was thinking is maybe we can just start installing this library and from scratch, configure it, and we can look at our own configuration.
Yeah. All right.
So first of all, like I can't access your terminal, by the way.
No, I don't think. Yeah, thanks to some read only. Make the terminal read write.
Yeah, so I've requested it.
Yeah, approve it. So you should be able to read write. Yep. Can you try?
No, I can't.
No.
See it. It's weird.
But you see it or not?
No, it wasn't. It was just like a blank.
And make it focus. I don't know.
Something's happening now. Are you installing Yarn?
Yeah, installing all the package. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think because it was already installed, yeah, it probably didn't take very long. Simon,
for now, it's still loading.
Mm-hmm.
Just to try because it's a bit weird. Guess the internet try hard to fetch all the node module.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty slow. The internet struggle.
That's okay. Maybe while it's installing, I can keep. Oh my god, I can see it now.
Yeah, alright, cool. So it's complete. I think it's complete. At least.
Yeah.
They do something.
It's just just sitting there. Fair enough. Uh, let it do its thing. Let it do its thing.
Yeah, exactly.
In the meantime, well, we know what the next step is, right? Which is we need to configure the Jest Jest config, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because this library we're using is a special runner for TypeScript tests. So you need to configure it so that it works. And luckily, we've done it before, so we can mostly copy and paste from there. But for the sake of, um, you know, being, I'm going to explain exactly what I'm doing as I go. So I'm going to focus you here. The first thing I'm going to do is this is a jest config.js file, right? So let me turn down the music a little bit. This is the only house track I found, but so it is a JS file, but I'm a TypeScript person, so I basically can't do anything without autocomplete and right. So
Yeah.
essentially, if we use the type comment, we'll get some type helpers. I think on the stream I won't get the helpers, but you'll probably see what's going on, right? So there's this, and then what we want to do is first of all create a product block here. So what we want to do